It's Thursday night, the time is right to chat the night away. He chats a ton, he drink cracking rum. So let's start this stream today.
I had an enormous amount of fun making that. Especially he chats a ton and drinks crack and rum. He's got the touch, he's got the power. That was actually made by a program called Udio.ai. That's completely AI. And what it does is it creates a 30-second sort of like thing for you, which you heard at the start, saying "World of Wayne," and then you can actually add lyrics to the song, or you can extend it and you can add an outro and stuff like that. It's pretty clever stuff. It is. But it just caught me. That was the first song I did on it. All the others were terrible. So I thought, you know what? That's going to be the jingle of the channel. I've been humming it all day, so it's got to be working. How the devil is everybody? Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Okay. Okay. What? Pressing buttons. Don't press buttons, Rain. Don't press buttons because things happen. Okay, so let's start with the bad news. Bad news at the moment. Unfortunately, that Build the Dalek #3 was the last one. I thought it strange that we had the suspension letter. There was a couple of hints why there was only 3 issues in that trial. The first one is that, as I said, the suspension letter was in part 3, not part 4. And if you remember, in the very first stage, it wasn't until I saw the magazine, they're only showing you 3 magazines. You had to go online to see the 4th magazine. So in the first magazine, I think they only planned to do 3. Now, the news agents where we got it from, she was expecting it in on Wednesday, didn't come in. And Thursday, she phoned up and said it's not on the way. What's more concerning is that news agents, they sent 4 of each part to us. So 4 stage 1, 4 stage 2, 4 stage 3. And this is a Canvey Island, remember? Unfortunately, she sent 3 of them back. So I was the only person who bought the Dalek. Now, there's probably a couple of things for that. No one's expecting it. So unless you're visiting that particular news agents, you're never going to see it. There's no advertisement for it, so I don't know how they gauge how these trials work. But that, I believe, is the last one. So we're not going to see part 4 unless they decide that they're going to actually do a full run and release it. So we'll have to see how that is. I have got a little bit of a monologue tonight, so you'll have to bear with me. Let's go and have a look first off. I need to say a big congratulations. Now, if you remember, I mentioned Steve Shaw, and I'm going to be putting up, you know what I'm like for QR codes. Steve Shaw was the guy that was going up to Everest Base Camp. He's a caretaker in a local school, and he did it over the Easter holidays. He's now back at school, believe it or not. I'm pleased to say Steve actually did the journey, and he's actually done it. And at the moment, he's raised £1,500 for Mind on the Just Giving website. Now, the good news is, if I can just come out of that and go into this, he took one of my T-shirts up there with him. And here he is at base camp with a Let's Get Cracking World of Wayne T-shirt. How cool is that? That's absolutely amazing. Now, Steve's actually said to me, would it be worthwhile, or what do you think? And I'm going to put it out to you peeps out in the community, is if he gets the whole team he did that with to sign the back of it and then auction that off. So the money for that T-shirt that's been to base camp in Nepal over at Everest there can go to someone who wins an auction. What do you think? And then all that money goes to Mind charity. But you have to let me know. But Steve, if you are watching this, big congratulations, mate. Very, very impressive. Look, it looks like you can just touch the peak there. But I bet you're having trouble breathing at that altitude. Even base camp, was it 5,210 feet or something you said? But well done, Steve. Done really well. But as I said, his Just Giving page, if you want to see about his journey and what he's been doing, he's actually been walking all over the UK, and he likes walking challenges, I think. But obviously that's, if you want to see that, the QR code for his what he's done. But let me know. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. Okay. The next thing is I've got a new printer. You've probably seen it boxed up down there. I haven't looked at it now. I'm out of my NDA period now, so I can tell you that this is a Kiddie Q1 Pro. This is the smaller version of that one there. And the good thing about this one is, as you can see, it's got dual motor drive, compatible with most filaments, active chamber heating. It's got a nozzle where it will pretty much take any filament. You don't have to change the metals. And it has got a built-in camera for it as well, which will monitor your prints and stop it if they're failing. I haven't even opened this yet, so I need to have a look at it. I want to have a play with it, and I want to test print some stuff before I do a review on the channel, but I'm going to let you know how that is. Now, I'm looking at some pictures here. I'm trying to figure out what they are. I've got a lot of things going on now for between the end of April to pretty much the middle of June. I've just found out, Lou, you're going to love this, that I'm going to Wanderfest. And when I come out from Wanderfest, there's no point in me leaving the airport when I come back, because I'm going to be shooting straight off to Europe, because I'm doing a press event in Europe. So that whole week of Wanderfest is completely out of the window. I can't be doing that. So I think probably about the 7th of June, I think I'm back, which is pretty crazy. But I am attending some events. The first event I'm going to be attending is Makers Central, which is going to be the 18th and 19th of May at the NEC in Birmingham. Colin Furze is going to be there. Also, the Johnny Five from the Nottingham Johnny Five. They've got some film cars there. If you remember the last time I went, they had the Blade Runner Spinner. They had Knight Rider there. They had the Ecto One. They had loads of cars. Well, they've got the same sort of thing as well. But it'd be interesting to meet Colin first to see if he can build some sort of Terranian tunnel cavern system under my workshop. But that's Makers Central at the NEC. Also, next weekend on Sunday, there's the CanvyCon. This is where Esther's mum lives. So we are going to go down to Canvey on the Sunday so I can actually see this con. Now, the good thing, what I really want to see about this is a good friend of mine, Brian Jones, is bringing the robots from Silent Running, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Brian, I hope you don't mind me sharing this picture, but this is amazing robots. I want to see them. This is what the whole reason I'm going. But this is what they're looking like. How cool do they look? So I'm going to try and get some pictures of those, but there's going to be other props and stuff there as well. But really impressive. So that's something I'm going to be doing next weekend. This weekend, I've got the kiddies and I'm just going to chill out and have a bit of a fun time. The other thing is now, it's probably the last time I can tease you with the Stannart's Mechanical Shark. So I don't know. Look, this is the Stannart's website here. This is where we got the Mechanical Shark from. So if you are going to go along with me, do that. Because I haven't actually started on the shark yet. I've just been doing the diorama. And let's go back to that one there. And I have finished the diorama. Believe it or not, I finished the diorama, which now means I can actually get to work on the shark and figure out what I'm actually doing. And that's the bit that's going to take forever, because I've got to... It's going to take forever. So I'm glad we've got this period between now and July the 4th to do it. But I want to show you the water effects and how happy I am. This was water effects that were made with wood glue, toilet roll, and paint. That's it. Okay? This is what they look like. How cool does that look? And that is really close up on it. You should see it from a distance. I'm so happy with how that's turned out. And I've cut 2 holes there, which is holding the Mechanical Shark, the Mechanical Bruce. But I guess that's the last tease for you. And I have made videos about how I've done this and how I've done the dry brushing for this and all of that. So that's that. And then I think the last thing, oh, no, I need to tell you this. And it's bad. Chris, it's bad. It's hard to see, but the weather's horrid. It's raining again. It's supposed to be British summertime. It's bloody cold as well. Can we see how that is? Look, it's like 8 degrees. It's supposed to be summertime. And then finally, I'm going to do something that's a little bit left field. On Sunday, do you remember I said that my brother had wrote a book, The Skirmishers there, Mick Green. Well, he actually flew over from Australia and he's been in this country. I don't think I've got the QR codes for it anymore. I do. So this is his book here. So if you're in Australia, you can scan that QR code. Get it on Kindle if you wanted to. In the USA, you've got that QR code. And in the UK, you've got that QR code. And he did sign my book, so I'm quite happy about that. Well, he's basically come over to visit me, and I did an interview with him, as you can see here. How cool is that? Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of the interview. I'm actually going to put it up on the channel on Sunday. It's about an hour long, but it's really good because about 25 minutes of the interview is talking about the book. But the other, 30 minutes of the interview is talking about his life, getting into the military, some of the places he's been in the military, and then going from the military to Civvy Street and how he did it. It's fascinating insight, but let me just show you a little bit of that podcast.
It's an incredible life for a young person. There's no doubt about it, traveling around the world. But I hasten to say there's good and bad. You go to the bad places. So that's the, and bad places, I mean, the kinetic places. And when you're younger in the military, that's what you join for, right? And I know it can be crazy when you're talking to civilians about going to operational areas, but you've got to remember that that's what you're trained to do.
Yeah.
So when you first go to an operational area, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the way I describe it. By the third time, maybe less exciting, and maybe you're a little bit more over it. And people go multiple times, a lot more times than I went.
But if you are interested in things like military and stuff like that, especially seeing as most of the views on my channel seem to be weighted between the Lancaster bomber and today's U-boat, then I'm sure it's going to appeal to a lot of people, especially some ex-military people as well. I think you're going to get a lot out of that podcast, but that's going to be on the channel on Sunday. I think I'm finished. I'm going to go back to the chat now. And I did see some chat saying I've almost finished the Sprue-verse challenge. I'm nowhere near finished. I've just done the diorama bit. I've got to try and figure out the shark, and I've already seen that I'm going to have challenges. I like that word, challenges. But some people have actually started finishing their shark, and Stanarts have been posting the pictures up. Oh my God, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just have big problems with color vision. And for that reason, Patreons knows what I'm going to have a moan about at the moment. Phil Siegel helped me when we did the shark in resin by telling me what color we should do the shark. And basically it was a pale blue gray. It's a pale blue gray. Okay. And just for reference, this is a model color. This isn't the color I'm doing the shark. This is natural steel. There's a reason I've got this though, because I went up here and I did all my wall. I'm not going to show you because I've got the diorama over there, but I've got my wall all full of these. Well, Vallejo model color have decided to change the branding. So now they've got black tops, which just get my OCD going. They've changed the label. And what's worse is that they've changed the numbering system as well. So this one says it's number 178. So the number down the bottom here, the 7905, this is the color I'm going to be doing the shark, by the way. But 7905 is number 178. But on the old system, it's 156, because on this old system, 178 is this natural steel. So it's drove my OCD through the roof. Don't know what I'm going to do. I've been shouting at things since Wednesday night's Patreon members stream. So there you go. You don't want the ice cracking. No, you don't want the ice cracking when you're climbing Everest. But I mean, it's such a feat to go there. But 2 weeks, you got 2 weeks to do it in. It's like a 2 weeks holiday. And then you're coming back to work. I mean, God, I couldn't do it. Just getting up in the morning is enough to send me back to bed. Oh, bless. Your insurance must be going up for the shed. You'd think, wouldn't you? Howard, it'll be like the tumbler only available in the UK. We'll get a foo-foo poo-poo in the USA. Oh, thank you, Fenrakon. God, let me try and pronounce that. Fenra Consrosby. I butchered it. I'm sorry. But you're over on Twitch, and I am over on Twitch tonight. I am actually using a completely different app. I'm still using Restream, but I didn't realize Restream had an app, and it seems to be working okay at the moment. So I'm happy. Everyone's happy. You want those drones? I thought you'd like them, Lou. They look absolutely brilliant. But Brian's done quite a few models, sci-fi models. I'm hoping, Brian, I don't know if you're watching. If you are going, you're going to be. Well, obviously, I'm guessing you are going to be there because you're bringing the robots. So, but I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see the Johnny 5, the Nottingham Johnny 5 as well. I've heard that's something special to see. So, Silent Running. Now, there's a film I haven't heard in a long time. It is a great film. But you know what? I hadn't seen it for years, and I'm talking like 20, 25 years. So I actually watched it, I think, probably about 5 or 6 months ago. I didn't remember any of it. I am going to MCM Comic Con. I'm going to be there from 9 o'clock on the Saturday till God knows when on the Sunday night, because I'm taking my daughter and son, and my daughter's part of the cosplay challenge. But I will be there, Marcus, very early. So I've already got a hotel booked as well. So that's another place I'm going to be, MCM Comic Con. With glue, loo roll, and paint, and a big right foot. Yeah, I did step in the diorama on my Patreon stream, but as you see, it's not too bad. It looks really good, I have to say. It's come out better than I thought. I just know I'm going to butcher the whole thing now by trying to figure this shark out. But I haven't looked at it. Look, I'll tell you what I've done on the shark. Look, I can show you that because I've just primed it white. There you go. I don't need to paint this bit because you don't see it, but I've just primed it white. Then I've got to figure out where I'm going from that. That's all I've done on the shark. Oh, it's peeing down there too. The weather's gone awful. You know what? We were sitting outside sunning ourselves last week, and now it's like 8 degrees, freezing. I've had the heating back on. But no, I'd say I'm about 50% done, Howard. The shark is the main draw of this whole thing. Remember that. So. But it is brilliant seeing what people have done, I have to say. Oh, don't say that, Chris. It's been a beautiful sunny day in Cornwall all day. Perhaps I need to move down there. You know how I feel about those beaches down there. They're lovely. You haven't even started, but it's not a race. It's not a race at all. It's not a race. But I want to, I'm trying to, see, the reason I've done it the way I've done it is because I have got a glass case that I can put over the top of it. But I just wanted to get that done because in every challenge I've done before, which was the ET, not so much the orca, but definitely the shark in resin, I struggled with the diorama. I really did struggle with the diorama. So this time I thought I'll flip it on its head and I'm going to do the diorama first. Now that's out the way, then I think I can relax a bit because, as I said, I'm not going to be here for a long time doing events and stuff like that in America. And it will just... I'll be panicked and then I'll start rushing, which I really don't want to do. But I can't wait to July 4th, I have to say, and we start to unveil these because Phil and Lou have only seen my teases as well. Phil put a tease up on the channel as well, but we haven't seen each other's things. So all cool. You got the book to read. It's not safe for work, Howard. Remember that. There's lots of violence and nookie in it. So I didn't actually question him about the nookie because I needed to keep the podcast sort of family friendly. So his Australian accent's more... Well, he's lived in Australia now for the last 2 or 3 years. But we do talk about that, Steve, on the chat, because when we both came over, we talk about living in Australia from like 1973 to 78. And I'm telling you, my accent was God. I can't even do it now, but it was all over the place. And every time that an Australian speaks, you'll find that he ends on a high-pitched note. But yeah, I lost my accent. But I don't think it would take long to get it back, I have to say. You can still hear it when I say water, camera, ants. But there you go. But he has hair. You saw his brother. Yeah, I know he does have hair. He's probably the only one. He is thinning out a bit now. But my brother, I've got 3 brothers. My brother Colin's losing his. I think he's lost his. Brother Andrew's lost his. I've lost mine. But, you know, that's what military life does for you. You get shipped around the world and you get to keep your hair, I guess. I don't know. You got the last pack of the Disney Dolls House. Now, weren't they extending that? Or we don't know. I have been watching that on Kevin, the Nexus channel. But that's gone on for years, hasn't it? What are you on? 120 stages? You served in the Canadian Army for 25 years. Wow. You will get a lot out of this podcast, especially if because it's brilliant to hear what life is like in the military, the gritty side of it, you know, the things that they don't advertise. But it's very interesting that when your career in the military ends and you're making that transition to Stivvy Street, how you deal with that and then where your inspirations come from then. He goes into a lot of that. The Wi-Fi. Oh, here we go. Mark's on. I'm afraid to read this. The wife asked what I was doing on the computer. I said I was looking for cheap flights. She got all excited, which is strange as she's never shown an interest in darts before. Well, RoboCop I have, and the Optimus Prime. Have you seen the instructions for Optimus Prime, the Agora one? Oh my God, I can't wait to see the box. So we've got 4 books of instructions. 1 book for the actual model, 1 book for the Matrix of Leadership, 1 book for the thing that he holds that fires things, which I'm not going to mention the name of, and 1 book for the axe. So there's loads to do. I don't think it's going to be able to be done in one video. I think I might just split all of those videos up. Plus, all of these cameras I've got here, aside from that one, I think, are useless because it's so big. So I'm going to have to film every single scene with my phone and then move the camera around. It's going to take an age. But when that box comes, you can guarantee it's going to be ginormous, absolutely ginormous. But check out the Agora Models website. If you want to see the instructions, there is a load to do. Absolute load. How is the decking? I haven't even started it, John. I've got my wrecking bar, and I did pull up one of the decking planks to just check how easy it was. Dead easy. But while the weather's like this, it's just a waste of time. But it's the spiders I'm not worried about. I'm terrified of spiders, John, but I'm not worried about them because as soon as you start, pulling up the boards, they'll just run off. It's the rats. Now, I don't mind rats. I'm not like Indiana Jones, but I know that we've got big rats in the garden because I've seen them. And I do have poison boxes out. Now, I think I've cleared them up because they're not eating the poison anymore. But yeah, we've had some big old rats here. So, they're like baboons. You've increased my view. Thank you very much, Fen Rakons Rosp. You've got to say it phonetically for me. That sounds like a bot there, didn't it? Look, it's a bot message. So is the Bugatti Veyron the next Agora build? I haven't got a clue. As far as I know, Pete, we've got the summer one, which is the Apache. We've got the Ferrari 250 we're doing at the moment. I haven't heard anything else. But I did get to level 46 in Pokemon. But as I said, Dayhole, I haven't finished the quest for level 45 yet. Mrs. World of Wayne's still on level 42. I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer, David. Considering there seems to be a big demand for military vehicles, I wonder if someone will release the Red Baron. That could be an interesting build. Hi, Ryan. How's it going? Has anything arrived for the DeLorean? Ryan, it actually has. I've got the infamous stage 48 here to do. So because I'm not doing a Dalek this week, I'm doing the Lancaster tomorrow. Just so you know, I've got the Lancaster here. The video is going to be about 4 minutes long. There's hardly anything to do. I actually picked that up on Wednesday. But what I was going to do is what I did last week was do the Lancaster tomorrow, go to Essex, pick up the kiddies, and then on Saturday do the Dalek. Because there's no Dalek, can't do it. So I'm just going to do that tomorrow, and I think I'm going to have the weekend off, which means the DeLorean, Ryan, is probably going to be out next week. So I'm not looking forward to doing all those wires. Issue 48. Oh, that's going to give me a nightmare tonight. Dark Star, I remember that film. It's an earlier non-CGI film with AI talking bombs. I remember Gary Whitfield. Gary Whitfield, are you in chat? You were telling me that's one of your favorite films. See, I still remember these things. That was your friend's funeral. That's not good news. On Monday, he did get a good send-off. The wake was on our boat. I didn't think there'd be room for 30 people, but we managed it somehow. So are you down towards Basingstoke way, Milan, again? Or have you gone further now? Because believe me, you don't want to come up here with the weather we've got at the moment. Yeah, I think everyone does need to fill in the survey. I don't know how these trials work. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. But I don't know. Again, if you were just passing when this Lancaster, do you remember a couple of years ago when this came out? Was it a couple of years ago or last year? I just happened to be minding my business. I was actually in Canvey buying a shirt at the time, and this was sitting in the window. And it's only that I'm like, oh my God, they've got the trial here. And I went into the shop. That's why I said to my sister-in-law, check this shop out. And they had it, but it wasn't advertised anywhere. No one knew where it was. So I don't know. I'd love, we've been doing quite a few interviews, myself and Dave Howe, for the Scale Model World podcast. I think we've got 3 under our belt now. So you're going to start hearing some of them. I'd love to get someone from Hachette on there to talk about the logic behind trial builds, because I can't figure it out. can't figure it out as well. You're waiting for your final pack for kit. A lot of people are finishing that now. It's been in the post for 3 weeks now. What do you think about Mike Lane's mod, huh? Whoa. So if you are up to the stage of doing the dashboard, then believe me, you need to check out Mike Lane's site before you do that. Or if you are past that stage and you're brave enough, like Todd McWilliams, Marvel Phoenix, I think he's going to be doing a guide to taking your car apart so you can put this mod in. Brave man. But wow, pretty cool. You're pretty convinced it'd be a full build. I'd probably say the same, Ian, but you know what? We didn't get the Hogwarts Express. And I am wondering, perhaps there wasn't enough demand for it. I don't know. What issues I'm on? I'm not sure. All I know is I've got the next 4 stages, and issue 48 is one of those stages. I can't remember what issue I'm on at the moment. Yeah, so next week, Howard's going to be definitely the DeLorean, definitely the Ferrari 250 GTO, which is pack 3. Alien. I want to get the Alien done. I need to do the Corvette Stingray. And hopefully we might get, I don't know, does anyone know when this Agora Models pack 12 of Agora Models Optimus Primes come in? I've got no idea. No idea at all. Oh, I actually got pack 6 of the No Time to Die James Bond car as well. I'd like to do that as well. A lot of electrics in that one, though. You can have some of my hair, Wayne. I've got plenty to go around. Milan, my answer to that is that I've got plenty of hair. It's just not on my head. Water, camera, ants. The plot of a new horror film. You're up to issue 118. There's a few issues. Yeah, so 120 issues. You don't think it's been extended. It does look impressive, but it's very detailed, isn't it? How big is it actually, Paul? In size? Give me a rough estimate, because I can't picture it. It's very deceiving on camera how big things are. Look, Vincent looks quite small there, but he's half the size of me. So it's deceiving. When people come into the workshop, they don't realize how big some of this stuff is. And that's why I use my head a lot, so you can get size. Stand by. So, for example, this Stanart Shark, which I haven't got the towel on here. Look, next to me, it's ginormous. But back here, it just looks like a tiny fish. Let me lie that down gently there. That's me trying to figure out how the thing goes together. But I don't know. Lou, are you keeping these pins on yours? I don't think they're doing the job that I want them to do. I'm thinking of getting rid of them and just taking the pins off. I think it'll make my life easier. Kevin said they have 2 extensions for that doll's house, but I think he said one was Christmas and the other. Oh, so it's just to basically. That's quite a good idea, though, isn't it? Deck them out into seasonal things. Hello, Rick. How's it going? From South Carolina, USA. There's no extension. It has been confirmed. That's a shame. So, is that no extension in this country, Mark? Because where did the rumors come from? Has it been extended in other countries before, or is that all it was? Was it just a rumor? G'day, Josh, down in Sydney. But what's the time in Oz at the moment? It must be stupid time in the morning at the moment. You're in Sydney. See, my brother's just flown back from Sydney, and in Sydney at the moment it's 5:28 in the morning. Josh, what are you doing in Sydney at 5:28 in the morning watching me? Have you seen the Transformers trailer? I haven't seen it yet. No, I have been watching Fallout though. I'm up to episode 4. I've never ever played the game, so I couldn't tell you a thing about Fallout. Going into the series with no idea what it's about, it was like, oh my god, that's very violent. That was the first thing that I thought. But I'm enjoying the Fallout series, I have to say. Yeah, well. I don't really want to lie it down either. I don't know what I'm going to do, Lou. I've got a tripod and I'm just going to take my time, but it can't be done. There's just so much to do. It's a bit overwhelming at the moment, and it looks like all the parts for each of those 4 books are going to be mixed together in the trays. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be like hunt the part, I'm guessing. Who knows? Hello, Felim. How's it going? When I'm having trouble with Gore Models not sending me anything from the Lotus Esprit build, I've emailed them. They just keep saying it'll be posted and found out I've received the first part. I don't know. Felim. Have they got a date? Because it's going. Where are you based, Felim? Are you in America? Somewhere in America? I can't remember where you said you were based. You can't drop the table down. No, I can't. This is as low as I can drop. Oh, I can drop it a little bit more, but it's not going to make a difference at all. The alien build. Well, the alien build I can lie down because you don't want to stand up anyway. At the moment, the legs are just standing inside, but obviously we're doing the chest area in stage 12 or pack 12. So I would like to get that done. So at least I've got something in the house that freaks Mrs. World Wayne out that tiny bit more. I am, Richard. Thank you for asking. I think the Dodge Charger, Rick Gregory, is probably the easiest car, aside from the Cobra. The Gore Models Cobra is quite easy as well to put together. Easiest car. But saying that, the Lancia that I've been building on the Patreon and YouTube channel members, even though that's a really, really hard build, I'm thinking the bodywork on it is going to be quite easy. It's looking quite easy to actually get the bodywork put on. But there you go. If anyone's wondering why some people's names are in green and they've got a little badge by their name, it's because they're channel members. And look, up there, I've put a channel member. So if you want to become a channel member, you can scan that and you can join the World of Wayne channel member program. I can clear this table off. It's height. Height's the problem because we're building up now. And it is weird that it looks like we're building the head. We're building down. So we're going to be building the head. Then the arms and the chest is all going to become one piece. And then we start piecing those together. Circuit board's one of the last things to go on. And then we just plug the things in. Oh, it's going to be a big job. Yeah, the poison's not a problem, Adam's angling. I've got poison boxes. The dogs can't get into them at all. So, and they're on sort of like a kebab skewer. So the rats can't just pull it off and then take it and drop it in the garden either. They have to eat it like a kebab in the box. So that was one of my biggest worries. But yeah, I've had them down for a while. The dogs don't touch them. The hard rock group Sabaton. I'm pronouncing that wrong, aren't I? I've released a song called Red Baron. Wow. Yeah, only 120 issues for the Doll's House. As I know, not seen or heard anything about extending it, but the Disney cross-stitch keeps extending itself. Just got a concrete on the Mustang with Damien. That's like that Doctor Who figurine collection. That just never stopped. Even the Star Trek ships collection never stopped. If it wasn't for the fact of Eagle Moss going under, that's probably still going today. You love this, you 48 of the law. I think it's going to be easier for me this time, Josh, because I've got these. I never had this last time. I couldn't see what I was doing last time with those little tiny wires trying to get them through. Oh, 91 is by far the worst issue to do, Howard, but 48 was the calm before the storm. You're still outside Barnstable. Oh my God, you're already down there? God, you got down there quick. Wow. I thought you said you were near Basingstoke, not Barnstable. Barnstable's down Devon, Cornwall way, isn't it? I'm trying to get my bearings. Hello, Will's Workshop. How are you? I couldn't say no to company paying for dinner. Damn straight. I can't understand why a company would go to bother designing. And yeah, it don't make any sense to me at all. Unless, John, that they're testing the logistics of it. They're seeing how quick it would take to get something ordered to in their hands to ship out to someone. That makes more sense to me. And that's the excuse that I keep playing in my own mind to keep my mind at sort of like rest. Otherwise, it just annoys me thinking, what a waste. I mean, look. Theoretically, this is now just an expensive paperweight because There's not a lot I can do for it. I am going to keep this though, because it is handy if it does come out to match it off with the trial versions to figure out if there's any differences. I did notice when the Ecto 1 was on trial, the first part that we got, which was the lid, the bonnet, they were smaller. One was smaller than the other. And you also had holes for the lights for the strobe effect. But in the fully released one, you didn't. So it's the subtle differences. A Royale with cheese. Mike Lane's kit mod, it's absolutely amazing. But I absolutely refuse to take the dashboard apart again already. Already did it for Chloe screens. Yeah, I'm not going near it. Optimus Prime 12 was supposed to ship on the 15th, but we haven't heard anything. Well, hopefully it'll be soon, Greg. I'd like to know it's coming. It's arriving tomorrow morning, Nathan? Really? I haven't had any notifications, so I'm I'll just wait. I'm guessing a lot of people are going to finish theirs before I finish mine. But we'll have to see. Wayne, did you sign up for any of the events at One of the Fest? I didn't. I've signed up for the event where I go to the bar. Lou, I don't know if you saw, there is confirmation that the pool's gone. It's gone. Someone took pictures of the inside of the Crown Plaza, and yeah, it's like all, I don't know what they've done. Looks nice though. Looks brighter. So we want to swim. We're going to have to sort of like fill up the bath or something. I've got no idea how many have been sold, Richard. People are chatting amongst themselves. Millen, I've owned 2 Joshua's 71.6. What? So if you do a trial and sign up, then later on, if they decide to release it, we'll receive the first packs all over again. John, I think, I could be wrong, but I think when it goes into full run, you probably, you'll get an email, I think, saying that this is now released. Would you want to continue it? Or you might have to sign up again. I can't remember. I cannot remember. Someone might be able to help with that one. But believe me, when it goes into a full run, you'll know about it. It'll be advertised everywhere. So it has been extended. So it's been extended in Japan, France, and Germany, but not in the UK. That's interesting. Put cookies out for the mailman. You can't just bribe your mailman. They took down the instructions, have they? Why have they taken the instructions down? I haven't seen them. Did you mean took down, or they let's have a look. I've got them here. Pack 6 instructions are here. They're on the site. I'm going to quickly save that so that I've got them just in case. So what we're doing lots of electrics, wheel rims. Oh, not another wheel. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, so we're doing another wheel. We're doing exhausts, and we've got electrics. I can't believe we're doing another wheel. That scares me. Exhausts, yep. Ugh. I won't be doing that online, obviously. Your forks in the eye. It's just, I can't believe how gory it is. Crazy show. Fallout series is only 8 episodes, but I binged watched them. I want season 2 already. Maybe we'll get one of those night armors for a part work. I haven't got time to binge watch yet because I've been having a blimmin' 24 rewatch. I'm on season 2 of 24 with Jack Bauer, so I've got 1 episode to watch. I think then that's that one done. Well, I'm glad you're going to do issue 48 because 1, it's annoying, damn straight. 2, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Well, I said I reckon a good pair of tweezers and these. It's going to make short work of it. I'm hoping anyway. Plus, I'm telling you, just noticing it with the U-boat today, this brush on glue, if it's not this brand or Gorilla, it's invaluable. It really does put things on nice and neat. And you can control where the glue is going. Before, I was just using a pin and it wasn't really loading up enough glue and it was drying before I could put something in. But yeah, the brush, definitely the way to go. See, we live and learn. I make mistakes. Wayne, hi Wayne, you built the orrery. I've got the power pack for that, by the way. It's a 6-volt 500 milliamp power pack. But it's working. It's going round in the house. How do I line up the planets? The duplicate symbols, which ones do I follow? Well, if you follow my video, Alan, I put a key showing what planet to what symbol. And then you just loosen the planet arm and just pull it round to where it should be on the dial in the middle. But yeah, there is a planet key on there. And that even includes Eris and the other one. Ceres, is it? I don't know. Because all the planets have got symbols. But I did put that on, I think, the last video on my playlist. You built a kingfisher bird out of Lego this week. It's really pretty. Well, yeah, did anyone see that I had a partridge in the garden? Go figure. Just a partridge. And you know what? I happen to have an oriental pear tree in my garden. So if that partridge would have sat in the tree, I would have had a partridge in a pear tree. Can you believe that? I had to go on my local Facebook group and my local what they call them, Orny, what they call them, Orny people, the Orny people. That's what they're called. To ask them what bird this was, because I hadn't got a clue. But look, this was sitting on my fence. It's a partridge just sitting there. He was sitting there for a good half an hour, just sitting there doing nothing. So I don't know why. We don't know why these things happen, but the dogs are going mental, absolutely mental. Hello. Thank you. That's what I meant. Alexa, stop. So the English teacher has informed me it's an ornithologist. I knew it was an orny something, but every time I think orny, I just keep thinking Dune and ornicopter, ornithopter. Orny. It's all orny. That's what Fano has sent you a refund for the Batmobile beard, even though I received the first part. I've asked them to send it to the English address I set up. Can you send me the link for the company that helps? That's Partwork Distribution. Partworkdistribution.com. I believe that's the address. Fellim, hopefully that works. Disassembling that you disassembled it. Will, you're a glutton for punishment. You've disassembled the DB5 and now you're disassembling the DeLorean. Rebuilding it again was much easier than I thought. Second time around. Will, after issue 91, I didn't want to go anywhere near the DeLorean. It's in Devon. I was close. But we're on our way east again now to join the northward route towards Stone. I've got no idea where Stone is. Nice to see you, Wayne. Time for works. Have a great day. Take care, Josh. Oh, look, Ian's in chat. He would have put that link down. Ian, hopefully that's the right link, isn't it? I don't know. Greetings, Wayne. The alien build videos you make is the reason I started my own build. Hardest part so far is waiting for the next pack to arrive. As long as you take your time on that build, I don't think it's a problem. I do think it's a problem trying to get the right glue to stick that skin. And you know what? I found exactly the same problems with the diorama build that I'm doing for Jaws. Super glue and silicone rubber doesn't want to work. And I think Lou found that out with his Maria build, because the cob lights, I think they're called, they can't glue directly to the acrylic he was putting it on. So you need to put it in a tube, and trying to find a glue that actually sticks that down can be a bit of a nightmare. But if you haven't checked out Lou's Maria build, check it out. Aztec dummy. You're just waiting my last two stages for R2D2. Terrified. No, the last two stages, Doddle. You've already done all the hard stuff, Uno Groove. It's just the booting up and hoping it's work. You heard about the pool being gone. Yeah, it's not good. Can we just like gate crash another hotel next door and use theirs? I don't know. Do all hotels in America have pools? Well, most of them. I have no idea. Well, I'm not going to be bringing my swimming stuff. I'm still going to bring my Hawaiian shirts though. So. Do they have any fountains there? I think they've got a fountain, haven't they? You're thinking about getting a 3D printer. Can I get a decent printer of $300, $400, maybe $400? Well, look, that one there, the Kitty X Plus 3 is about $700, I think. This one down here is $400, I believe. It's almost half the price, and it's only got a tiny bit smaller build area. But until I use it, hang off, because I want to make sure it's a good printer. Hello, David. How's it going? You were told the DB5 Pack 2 and the Black Friday Pack 1 were back ordered. I sent them in about concerns with their company, and it was shipped and to my door 2 days later. You got it. I forgot you're doing the Black Ferrari. I'm gutted with that Ferrari, knowing that I'm going to be continuing the build, knowing that one of those doors isn't going to open. But if I can demonstrate a door opening, then I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. Because for me, I haven't got the time to take the thing apart, take the motor out, get it replaced, put another motor in. I haven't got the time to do that, unfortunately. 24 was a great series, and they sort of milked it towards the end, I found, especially with 24 Legacy. I did like the one that they filmed in London. That was great. Do you have a pear tree? I do. It's an orna. There you go. Look, Lou's told me an ornithologist. Orny something. It's an ornamental pear tree, so it doesn't actually grow pears. Believe it or not, it's got the pear flowers and it has the pear seed. But what it does grow is these really hard sort of like seeds. But they never, as an ornamental pear, they're actually made. I'll give you a bit of advice of why I've got an ornamental pear tree. I'm in a new build here, and ornamental pear trees only drop their leaves for 3 months of the year. So for the other 9 months, they've got leaves, and they put them in housing areas like I am here to give you privacy so people can't see into your house. So that's why we have an ornamental pear tree. You mean twitchers? Is that what they're called? The partridge is watching your shows. It flashed up 10 seconds after you did it. You've got a magic touch. Wow. Thanks for your vid on the U96 build. I've not started mine yet. You have stages 1 to 24. I've got the first 5 packs here, so I've got another 8 stages to do. But then there's going to be a delay while my delivery catches up, I think. So, but I think they've got up to stage 7, pack 7 on their website for instructions. Ryan, I've got how's it pronounced properly? Dachshunds. I've got Dachshunds or Dachshunds, whatever you want. I always call them Dachshunds. Dachshund. Dachshund. That's a very, very German name, though, isn't it? I think they mean badger hunter or something. Badger dog. Well, hunt is dog, so badger must be Dax. Badger dog. Where's Spider Sprue? Am I getting my translation right? I think I am. Luz Maria was epic. It certainly was. By the way, I think, oh yeah, ET, get this right. I got ET on, what day are we on today? Thursday. So ET come on Tuesday. I did the ET build on Wednesday. And then I got a notification Wednesday afternoon that my next pack's been sent. And some people are already receiving it. How mad's that? And we are getting 6 stages. I can't believe how quick that's gone. Crazy stuff. Stone is in the West Midlands. I was way out. I've got no idea. I'm doing good. Thank you, Matthew. Amber, welcome aboard, the channel members. Be sure to check the community tab and you'll see the old videos in there. And through the community tab as well as where I do most of the communication. Dylan, how are you, mate? You got Mike's Resurrect the Ecto 1 kits 3 and 4 planning on. Finally finished my build this weekend after 5 years. It has been a hard slog, hasn't it? Oh, my God. But you know what? It's nice to see some of these models that at one time we didn't think were ever going to get finished, actually getting finished. I think that's brilliant. Back to the alien build for a second. I'm happy to go back to the alien build. What's the best glue to join the skin together? The Gorilla Glue is a lot thicker. And I find that if you take your time, then any super glue is going to be fine. Metal will not stick to that, whatever that skin material is. You're going to need that Stormshore stuff. And even though that takes 24 hours to dry, it sort of makes a really strong bond so that metal magnet can't drop out. But for the skin, I did use super glue and I just did a bit at a time. It's the only way around it. Those videos, I'm telling you, were probably some of the longest filming videos I've done, but they've been severely cut. So to you, it only looks like a 10, 15-minute video. You couldn't get into 24? God. You know what? When it comes to CSI, I watched Gary Sinise in CSI New York. I loved CSI New York. but I couldn't stand any of the others. I couldn't stand Miami or the Vegas. I could, but CSI New York, I loved. You're really curious about the Beetlejuice 2024 AD, especially since FreeCast come back and Tim Burton is doing it again. The trailer looks good. Sausage dogs, yeah, that's easy. Wow, you know what? I'm actually only 2 minutes behind on chat tonight. Can you believe that? Oh my God. That's cool. And I'm doing very good, Ramon. I'm doing absolutely good. I'm just closing my window up here just so I can see where we're up to at the moment. Okay, we've got 207 viewers in here at the moment. How the devil are you all? So, don't know how I'm going to fix this problem. So, I will put this where I think it goes. But if anyone is building that Stanart shark, I think a good base color for the shark is this pale gray, blue-gray pale. Can you see that one there? And the actual number of this is 17905 for Vallejo. That'll give you a base color, and then I'll probably give it a little bit of darker sort of bluish gray just for some highlights. I'm having trouble. The reason I got the jaws out is trying to figure out the color. The gums aren't pink. The gums aren't red. They've got sort of like red bloodish on them, and they do have a red tinge, but it's kind of like a browny red. And I have found the color for that, which is standby. The colors for the gums is either brown rose, or I'm going towards. Oh look, they're both the same. Why have I got two brown roses? Brown rose is quite a good base color, but it really needs to be watered down because it's not completely pink either. It's like white showing through. So I think I'm going to really water it down and get a base of that, and then start adding the red afterwards. Got to figure it out. This is why I'm saying the shark is going to take so long, because trying to figure that out, it's going to be a nightmare, especially when you're colorblind and you have to run into the house and say, Mrs. Wayne, what color is that? Wayne, you've painted blood brown. It happens. It looks like that. Have you got your RoboCop now then, Lou? Because there's not much to do. It's a bit like Iron Man. There's not much to do in each stage. But hi, Todd. How's it going? We were talking about you earlier, Todd. You're going to have to watch the on demand. We were talking about your Mike Lane's mod, reverse engineering of the Knight Rider. Yep, up to 15. Is it up to 15? I haven't checked for ages, Philip. I actually downloaded them, and I've got a file on my computer of them. You started your Ecto one 6 months before Eaglemoss went under, and you're only just hitting stage 47 doing the front seats. I really do. I can't see any reason now, Uno Groove, why you wouldn't get that completed now. But it'd be good when you do. I've still got that here. It's still sitting there. I need to get in touch with Svi. I'm going to email him after the stream, I think. Hi, Jordan. How's it going? You're excited about the Enterprise. Well, the Enterprise, I've got two packs of the Enterprise here. The next video I think you're going to find very interesting. If you look at the thumbnail for my last Enterprise video, I've got quite a big gap between two plates. Well, you'll be pleased to know I've got no gap at all now. And if you look at the bridge section, a lot of people are having problems with the gap between the Cobra neck and the top section. I've got no gap there either. And I've realized how to do it, how to make sure that you don't get gaps and you can make the things fit flush. So in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to check out for to ensure that you've got that fitting as best as possible. It took about 2 hours after filming to figure that out. But once again, if I'm having that problem, chances are loads of other people are having that problem too. You're currently watching CSI Miami. I just couldn't get into it. I did like the crossovers though. I'm waiting on a lot of packs just to ship out my Warhammer. They wanted to take a third payment. I sent a message like, send me the first 2 packs you owe me. And they're not meant to be sending other stuff out to you until they've sent you the ones that you're waiting for. But Warhammer, is that who's that? Is that Agora or Hachette? I don't know, because I know Agora are doing that in the US, aren't they? Your Jew is into all the crime programs. Anything with a drop of love, she watches it. Yeah, Mrs. Welder Wayne's the same, Ian, but you know, Esther, she's She watches so many of these programs. I just get worried that one day she's going to bump me off, and she'll already have the alibi and everything covered up because she's watched so many of these programs. G'day, Wayne from Albury, New South Wales. Shark gum's a brown rose. Is that the colour I just got there? Wow. So I picked the right colour then, madam. Oh my God. Wow. Dry brush over the colour and the effect is beautiful. I will try that. I am going to try that, Milan. But yeah, I picked that colour. Wow, that's gave me some that's gave me some motivation now. Oh my God. Gregory, welcome to the channel. You are now a channel member. Remember, check out that community tab. I do all the communication through that, and you obviously tune in on Wednesday nights as well to what we're building. As a matter of fact, this Wednesday we're going to start building Eagle 5 next week from Cosmic Scale Models. That's going to be fun. So we're going to be having to that. You're going to be coming to Wonderfest alone. You won't be alone when you're here, Steve. Trust me. It's an easy place to meet people. I mean, the amount of random conversations I've had. Last time I was there, I joined a party for people I hadn't got a clue of. It's a funny story. It's a good story to end. I was trying to find Lou, and Lou told me where to go, and I ended up in someone else's. Let me just cancel that. Mrs. Welder Wayne, Riley's trying to call me. Can you just let him know what I'm up to? I couldn't find Lou, and I thought the place Lou said was this party that I was at, and some guy gave me a beer, and I'm just chatting with him. And then I'm like, I'm in the wrong party. I don't know any of these people. So it was crazy. But there you go. Yes, Fees Ecto 1 light bars did look good. Definitely. Wayne, you're wondering if you ever thought about bringing back Welcome to the Cave. It's something I have considered big time. But it's getting the submissions, people to submit again. My son he's obviously buying a game. He wants a code or something like that. And I'm like, you got to wait because I'm on a live stream. Talk to me, Goose. Hello, Russell. How's it going, mate? Are you all right? Drafts next week. We got the NFL drafts next week. We need someone to replace Aaron Donald big time. So, all fun. We have come to the end of the stream. Can you believe that? I really do hope you liked that jingle. I'm going to be using that all the time now, I think. And there'll probably be a cut down version of it as well, just for when the World of Wayne logo comes up. But you know what? We've actually kept on top of chat tonight. I'm going to have to tidy a load of these things up. If you have joined the stream late, I implore you, definitely watch the on-demand because we've had a great stream tonight. And tomorrow, as I said, I'm going to be doing the 5-minute Lancaster video because that's all it's going to be. But I now need to tidy everything up. So take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I will see you later. Bye.